It is kind of insane to me how I feel like I'm the only one who's just getting my absolute ass beat by Destined Rivals. And for some reason, I keep coming back. And it reminds me when I was opening Pokemon packs, I want to say for Silver Tempest, or that Arrow Pokemon, trying to pull, oh no, it was Lost Thunder. I was trying to pull the Lugia, the Hyper Arrow Lugia, and I didn't succeed. And I remember thinking to myself, man, I don't like opening Modern. And one of the reasons why I stopped opening for Modern a while back was because I didn't like the pull rates. But something is bringing me back to this stupid set. Other than the fact it's a great set. Don't mind me calling it stupid. I'm only just upset because I haven't pulled my chases yet. But hey, that's part of the game. You know, you're not always going to pull what you're looking for. But right now, I'm looking for the Guard Trap. I'm looking for the Mewtwo. I pulled everything else. Oh, was my the big chase. I don't really care about everything else. And really, I just want to complete the journey. But at the same time, if I complete the journey, it's like, what will you open next? I don't really know. But what I do know is we're going to keep opening this set until we pull this Mewtwo. In fact, first pack, watch this. First pack, and I dropped the pack, so you know it's gonna be fire. First pack luck. I'm pulling this Mewtwo right now out of this magical booster bundle. You don't believe me? Find yourself someone that'll believe you like I believe in myself. Ready? Watch this reverse right here. Nah, that did not happen at all. Never mind. I take it back. Suddenly my confidence is confidently gone. But I will say this, I've had some really bad luck with the booster bundles. It's weird. Like, I feel like everything I've seen online from all my friends, they're pulling everything left and right, including the Garchomps and the Mewtwo's. Even my friends at home who aren't even content creators are pulling this Mewtwo. I'm like, bro, how am I the only one? I feel like a spoiled kid at Christmas who got the wrong color iPhone. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe it'll end today, or maybe it won't. Maybe we're just gonna walk away with just more bulk that I can't do anything with. Actually, some of this bulk is great. A lot of playable stuff here, which is nice. But I don't really have a place to get rid of my bulk anymore because I think Troll and Toad, who I used to sell my bulk to, changed their policy, so it's a bit different over there now. But that bot was supposed to set up the pull right there, but it didn't. But hey, as long as y'all having fun with the content I'm uploading again, you know, it's been a while since I've been this consistent on this channel, I guess it's a dub, you know, a dub's a dub. So thumbs up if you're enjoying these videos. As a matter of fact, here's what we're gonna do. If for some reason I end up pulling this Mewtwo today, what is the next thing we chase? I saw him pull the 151 Charizard, and I'm debating about maybe making that the next chase. At least that seems easier. I swear I've seen everybody pull that Charizard, the Blastos, and the Venusaur out of that. So maybe we'll chase that. I don't know, but maybe you guys can let me know what you would like to see down below. And meanwhile, we'll continue pulling all this bulk and do nothing with it. This is a pretty weak booster bundle right here. Actually, so I bought 6 for context, and I thought maybe we can do 3 and 3 for a video. But if the first 3 I open are bad, we're gonna do the entire batch of 6. Well, there's a Ho-Oh. No, the Ho-Oh can be in there in the background for good luck. The other big fear I have with like opening for a set that has this many chases is like, which when you finally pull the chase end up being the chase. Like, imagine getting a dupe Ho-Oh, which would be great. But at the same time, it's like, why? That could have been anything else. At that point, I will even take the Moltres, which I don't really care about. It looks really good, but I don't want the Moltres. I was never a big Moltres guy. I was always on Team Articuno, and then Zapdos is a close second. Moltres was always there. Wow, this booster bundle was some buns. Holy buns. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. All right, well, this is why we get multiple boxes. This is why we get multiple boxes. Also, these are actually pretty decent price. I say decent, they were still expensive. They're still way above MSRP. I think they're supposed to be like, these are supposed to be like $26 if you get them at like Target or something like that. You haven't seen those prices in a long time. But I think I paid like $55 per box of these. Again, still very expensive, but like it's better than paying $70, which I've been seeing at like card shows and stuff like that, and also online. All right, booster bundle number 2. Do we walk away with something fire today? Nope, we do not. Not in that first one. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I walk away with no hits out of these 6 booster bundles, I'm probably done buying booster bundles. For a while, I used to always convince myself the booster bundles was the way to go because you have way more chances to pull something you're looking for. But for my luck with Destined Rivals specifically, it's been bad. But in the past, I've been way more lucky buying loose packs rather than buying a single booster box. If you buy a single booster box, you get that one hit, you're done. At least with booster bundles, you can either get a lot of hits or no hits, which I guess is the payoff. But I swear booster bundle hits feel like they're hard, a lot harder, a lot rarer. Man, still nothing out of that. And no, I'm not counting the regular EXs as hits. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, that's a hit. It's not a hit. That card's like $1, bro. That is not a hit. I paid $50 for these boxes. $1 is not good enough, man. All right, reverse. And still nothing. Good Lord. That's bad. Also, comparing these booster bundles from the ones that I opened the first week of release, where I pulled pretty decent. But now it's been pretty bad. Reverse. I actually didn't get that reverse correct, but reverse. I got nothing out of that. All right, we got 2 packs left in booster bundle number 2. Surely we're gonna get something out of this one. Surely, right? I always tell myself so I can sleep better at night. Reverse. Bro, what is going on? How are people pulling so many hits? I don't get it. This is the one. This pack right here is the one. I have a feeling. Feeling my jellies, you know? This is the pack. And if it's not the pack, then we're gonna rage out. We're gonna crash out live in 4K. It was something. It was something. It's just a Spite Ops. I actually don't know if I pulled the Spite Ops yet. I might have actually pulled like 1. But hey, I guess we finally got an IR. So, illustration rare. Number 3. I'm gonna end up opening all 6 of these on camera, aren't I? Yeah, it's looking like it. It is definitely looking like it. I swear, booster bundles, they had way better pull rates. So if you got a booster bundle case for Destined Rivals, you got 25 boxes. But I swear cases for booster bundles before were 10 boxes. So did they increase it but just drop the pull rates? I think that's what it is. I feel like that's why booster bundles feel so like odd. But again, this is just my luck. You know, everyone's luck is gonna be different. You can get 2 booster bundles and pull literally all the hits you're looking for. It's the beauty of doing anything luck based. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Reverse, nothing. Oh my goodness. Whole lot of nothing. Let's see what is $400 worth of boxes. I'm gonna bring it. You know what's crazy? Even if I pull the Charizard, wow. If I pull the Mewtwo, it still doesn't pay for the boxes technically. At least not yet. Maybe if he gets a grade of 10, you know. Ooh, we gotta eradicate. IR. I mean, I guess you can count all the other illustration rares as well. But in theory, if I only pull the Mewtwo out of, you know, the 6 booster bundles, we're not talking about, you know, breaking even yet, technically. Of course, if we graded to 10, that's one thing. But my goal is, I want to Beckett 10. I want a BGS 10 of that Mewtwo. I already saw someone finally graded a black label of it, and they listed it for like 16 grand or something crazy. It's like, y'all insane. Now, the crazy thing is that someone will probably buy that, because every black label that's ever existed for like a big chase in the last couple of years, someone always buys the first one for like ridiculous prices. Never forget when they bought the Hidden Fates Charizard for $10,000 as a black label, and now that card is like barely like $1,000 for a PSA 10 or like a BGS 10. That card, the black label, is still not more than how much was spent on in the beginning. That's why you should never buy cards in the beginning. I would just wait for them to come out first. I had a homie who pulled the Fluffy. I had a homie who pulled the Mewtwo, and he was like, "You trying to buy this?" I'm like, "Not in the first week, dog. Not in the first week." Because even you holding right now, from when you pull it to what you are here today in front of me, this card is already worth like 200 less than the initial prices was. Because anything that comes out, the hype's always gonna be crazy in the beginning, and then it'll cool down once there's more circulation. Everybody got theirs, and then the supply engulfs the demand, and then it ends up basically doing this. But then later, it starts doing this again. That's usually how cards work. Reverse. Nothing. Let's always say wait. And It's funny because I have this curse in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where a lot of times I'll buy a new card that I've been waiting for my decks, and I'll even wait like a week after release. And I swear, after a week, it always ends up crashing literally right after I buy it. Sometimes I don't even follow my own advice. All right, the last pack of this booster bundle gets us nothing. Holy hell. All right, we're doing all 6. This one video. Where's my edit? Oh, it was hidden behind the pillar. That's crazy though. We have just 2 illustration rares, Eradicate and the Spidops. I've already pulled. And we're on box number 4 now for these bundles. All right, so let's see what we got. 1 Mewtwo, please. Coming right up. Got Tarantula, Magikarp, Pichu, Tauros, Nidoqueen, Ampharos, Granite Cave, Mankey. Damn, dog. This is rough. This is kind of rough. I mean, this is kind of how I remember modern Pokemon pull rates. You know, the last time I was heavily opening modern. And again, it did kind of chase me away. Because one thing I like about older Pokemon sets, there's more limited. First of all, there's only one rarity. Either you have non-holo and you have holo. So if you buy a box of 36, you know you're getting 12 holos in that set, and those 12, there might be a good chance you're gonna get your chase. But in here, there's too many cards, there's too many rarities, there's too many of everything. Like a hit for the box can consist of just a full art. And it's like, eh. But what I want is this right here. Okay, it would have been cool, you know? I always said that, it would have been cool. Yeah, that's something why I like about older, but obviously older is so expensive, you cannot just be opening vintage left and right anymore. But with here, there's a possibility that when I finally get the hit, it's gonna be the dog again. Or maybe, no, another full out Crobat. Or an SIR Crobat, which I already pulled. Brother. We are bleeding right now. Bleeding out! Bleeding out! Okay. We have 2 packs left, with this being the 3rd. Halfway through this booster bundle. Do we got anything out of this one? Cyndaquil. No, we do not. Well, that's a hit. It's not a hit. That is not a hit. That is, we call that bulk. It's going straight to the bulk pile. Okay. At least we get to have the nice, sweet ASMR sound of packs being ripped. Purloin, Mareep, Slugma, Yanma, Ogerpon, Hypno, Ash, Fomantis. Oh my god, this set sucks. I'm getting flashbacks to Prismatic. And I pulled the Umbreon and Prismatic off of 1 box. But then I bought more and I was trying to see what else I can pull, and I haven't seen any other full art in that set. Dude, that box was ass. Holy hell. What's my Tower of Cards? Sorry, Tower of Bulk. It's not even card, just bulk. Alright, we have 2 bundles left. See if we can make it through this one. Can even open it. There we go. Shrink wrap is gone. I mean, it's when you're looking at booster bundles versus booster box, I've already pretty much proven to myself, at least, that booster box is the way to go. It's more expensive, but you're gonna get something way better in there. Not because I said that, the next time I open a booster box, it's gonna be horrible. Rotom, Nidoran, Factory, Ogerpon, Lurantis, Roselia. Oh my gosh. They really put the rare in modern Pokemon, at least. It's still kind of crazy to see how many like pops exist of certain cards too, like despite how hard it is to pull some of these cards. You would think everybody in their mom's just pulling those cards, and it's just you're sitting there like, what about me? When's it my turn? The answer is never. It's never your turn, because we pull Annihilates. We're gonna pull Annihilates. And then a rat. A literal rat. Alright, Carbink, Squovitz, Veller, Grimer, Transceiver, Nidoqueen, and Feroz. Reverse. I'm sorry, I'm just in a disbelief at how bad pull rates are for booster bundles. I think I've convinced myself I will never buy booster bundles again after Destined Rivals. I'm like dead set on I'm never buying these again. It's just not worth it. Awesome. And that's the one problem you get with buying booster boxes, because you can get something like that and it's like, congrats, you got your hit in the box. It's like, oh, thanks, man. Like a $4 card. Or $250 booster box. Yeah, I remember when booster boxes used to only be like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, 100 bucks. I remember back in my day. All right, the last 2 packs from this booster bundle, and we're gonna end it with nothing. Literally nothing. Last pack, and we got one more bundle to go through, and then we'll see what happens. Snover, Psyduck, Brotherbot, Ogerpon. Oh my god, this is bad. This is actually so bad. Like, you can probably convince me right now that a bunch of cards were stolen out of factory lines that were supposed to go in some of these packs, and I will believe it. The salt is just real today. All right, last booster bundle box, and then we're done. Probably for a while, if I can be real with you. Probably for a while. Rattata, Nidoran, Houndour, Beldum, Ogerpon, Hippowdon, Giovanni, Growlithe. Thanks, man. If I pull that card in an SIR again, I'm going to crash out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I will probably crash out. But also, knowing how luck works, we're probably not getting anything outside that stupid dog in this box. I just listen to pure defeat right now. Ethan's Adventure, Shaman, Crash, Trash, and more trash. Yep. Yep. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, can't win them all, I guess. I think I had enough good luck in the past couple years to be like, you know what? I'd rather have my luck be in vintage than modern anyways. It would be really fun to pull that card. It'd be really fun. Just, I just don't see it happening at this point. I'm open enough to know that it's like, all right, got Porygon, Sudowoodo, Coughing, Electabuzz, Shaman, Ogerpon again, and nothing. Bro. Okay, well, last 2 packs. You can still potentially end up with something fire. This is annoying because this is harder to pull than the SIRs. And this is my second one. So basically, what I said was gonna happen, happened. I was gonna pull my dupes. And literally these gold cards are harder to pull than it is to pull the SIR. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty much my luck summarized. And of course it's the Garchomp too, which I'm hunting, but like, well, I guess I'll sleeve up my golden Garchomp again. It's also off center, so this one's definitely not even like, PSA might give us a 10 on a good day. But everything else is good. As long as there's no like whitening on the edges, it's fine. But that is pretty strong centering, because look how thick it is on the right side. Nah, this will easily be a 9. So is what it is. But hey, if you had fun, you can leave a like on the video and stay tuned for more. But otherwise, I guess I'll see you in the next upload whenever I choose to do this set again, which might be a lot longer than sooner. We'll just say that. Yeah, see you next upload.